Now there has been a lot going on in the NCIS universe, hasn't it? There are crossovers coming up, some reunions, and even some new faces are making themselves known in the show. And as always, we're here to give you all the deets. But before we proceed any further, beware as we're entering spoiler territory now. Now let's dive right in. First off, is Kensi Blye joining NCIS LA? And perhaps the bigger question is, since Kensi Blye from NCIS Los Angeles has been absent, when can we expect her back? Well, don't worry folks, we have all the answers for you. Before Eric Beale, who Barrett Foa played, and Nell Jones, aka Renee Felice Smith, left their roles in the season 12 finale, NCIS Los Angeles cast had been constant from the show's pilot episode for more than 10 years. Moving forward, a few fresh faces were invited to the cast to join the rest of the already well-known fan favorites. One of these people was the independent agent Kensi Blye, who experienced both love and heartbreak while working on the Special Projects team, and she quickly became our favorite. When Kensi's companion, Agent Dom Vale, played by Adam Jamal Craig, was killed back in season 1, she was crushed. Since she wasn't initially sure about Agent Marty Deeks, aka Eric Christian Olsen, she was traumatized by his passing. But as fans are already aware, their working relationship developed into a friendship, then a romance, which resulted in the couple's marriage in season 10. After adopting Rosa, a teenager played by Elena de la Garza, last season, Kensi and Deeks had to figure out how to balance their professional life with their growing family. Following up, when will Kensi Blye join NCIS LA once more? Agent Kensi Blye was last seen in Glory of the Sea, episode 6 of season 14, where she was having trouble trying to be a fun parent, but she was absent from the 2 subsequent episodes, Let It Burn and Survival of the Fittest. In episode 7, Deeks did clarify that she was away for training, leaving him to care for Rosa with the assistance of his mother, Roberta Deeks. Now here's when things take a sad turn. Fans won't be able to see Kensi back on their TVs for a very long time. With its most recent episode airing on Sunday, November 27th, NCIS Los Angeles 14th season has officially entered its winter mid-season break. For the rest of 2022, there won't be any new episodes of NCIS LA, which means there won't be any more scenes with Kensi or the other members of the team. Episode 9 won't air until Sunday, January 2nd, which might seem too far, but it has been already announced that Kensi will return for this installment, titled A Long Time Coming. Now let's talk about the first NCIS LA episode of 2023. From what a little birdie told us, the episode sounds exciting. Celebrating the retirement of a former professor in Washington, D.C., the professor's suicide is a matter that the NCIS agents must look into. Each member is informed that a hitman has $200,000 on their head and is out to kill them all. It's believed that Rua took a break from NCIS LA to focus on another endeavor, the Second World War drama Espia, in which Ruth co-stars, debuted in 2020. A second season of the show will premiere sometime in 2023, with Rua portraying the title role of Maria Ju Mascarenhas. Fans will have to wait a bit longer before learning more information because a release date hasn't been set. Coming up, what's this about a behind-the-scenes picture of Kensi and Deeks? Sounds exciting, doesn't it? Well, let's hear all the details. Using a behind-the-scenes photo, NCIS LA crew member Rick Tennell shared some product information on social media. Despite the fact that season 14's first episode aired in October, NCIS LA's cast and crew have started filming new episodes. Rick Tennell, the production manager, posted a picture on Twitter, and fans were happy to get some insight. Rick shared a picture on Twitter of Marty Deeks and Kensi Blye, who was portrayed by Daniela Rua, aka Eric Christian Olsen. Eric appeared to be speaking to director John Rusakis as he got ready to get into a car while Daniela posed for the picture. The caption on the picture read, TGIF, first shot, 8:01 a.m. John Rusakis directs the 316th episode of #NCISLA. As a result, a few enthusiastic fans expressed their enthusiasm and anticipation for the show in the comments section. Now let's hear more about the reactions. A very distraught Laura Luizio Leato wrote, "Tears of joy, my favorite duo." While speculating about what the episode might be about, @Irigal1 tweeted, "He's wearing the ring, a present from Rosa maybe?" The fan continued, "Also appears like he's got a black eye," speculating that Deeks might have been in trouble. Viewers recently got to learn more about Kensi and Deeks' relationship as they adapted to fatherhood in the recent episodes. Roberta Deeks, Deeks' mother, made a surprise appearance in episode 6 of Flesh and Blood to meet their recent recently adopted daughter, Rosa Reyes, aka Natalia Del Riego. Deeks had to revisit his tragic background to look into a case of domestic abuse after Pamela's arrival brought fresh pain. Next, here's how it connects. He could relate to victim Clarice, played by Marnie Carpenter, who was running away from her husband's death scene, having witnessed his mother's abuse. After getting married in season 10, fans saw Kensi and Deeks consider adoption after having trouble becoming pregnant. The couple decided to adopt their teenager in the season 13 finale, despite their desire to adopt a child. Rosa had no place to reside while she applied for asylum, which put her at risk of deportation after her grandmother was placed in hospice care. Even though it seemed like everything was going well for the family, Kensi might face some challenges in the following episode. The synopsis said, after Rear Admiral Ted Gordon is kidnapped from his residence, NCIS is contacted to investigate. Then when Deeks and his mother are looking for an apartment, Kensi finds it difficult to be a fun parent. After adopting an adolescent, Kensi can experience pressure to be a carefree and lighthearted parent, which may be difficult to overcome. With Pamela in town, it's possible she'll play a significant role in this storyline for the second episode. Next up, what does the actress herself have to say about Kensi Blye's absence? Fans of NCIS LA were disappointed to learn that Kensi Blye, played by Daniela Rua, did not appear in the most recent episode of season 14. The final episode of NCIS Los Angeles season 14 aired on Sunday night when CBS audiences saw Let It Burn just before the show's winter hiatus. While on screen, action enthralled viewers as characters like Deeks and Hannah investigate an arson attack, some viewers were more miffed that Kensi wasn't a part of the action. This was the second episode in a row where Rua wasn't present to bring Kensi to the screens. The sole gesture of Kensi fans they received was a quick phone call Deeks made to his spouse throughout the episode. Fans have voiced their disappointment over Kensi's absence, but Rua herself has addressed it in a recent Instagram post. Now here's what she did. Rua made light of her absence from the TV by uploading a photo of her kids. However, she didn't elaborate on why. Kensi will be back when NCIS LA returns for its historic crossover event with NCIS and NCIS Hawaii at the beginning of January. That much is certain. However, this hasn't offered much comfort to the disappointed viewers who vented on social media during Sunday's broadcast. However, considering the show is now in the middle of its season, viewers will have to wait until January 2nd to see Kensi and the NCIS LA crew return. With a selfie taken on the set earlier this year, Rua announced her participation in the three-way crossover. Wilmer Valderrama, Vanessa Lachey, and Yasmin Al-Bustami from NCIS and NCIS Hawaii appeared alongside Chris O'Donnell, Olsen, LL Cool J, Medallion Rahimi, and Gerald McRaney, who co-starred with her on NCIS LA. To wrap up the conversation, let's talk about Hetty. The question is, how has Hetty's absence affected Kensi and Deek? Daniela Rua told TV Insider that the character's absenteeism has forced her and Eric Christian Olsen's characters to grow up. She explained how it's intriguing to explore. Hetty was essentially everyone's parent, right? She looked after everyone and acted as the go-to person for advice on what to do next. Rush said they needed to learn to be self-sufficient and not make decisions based on what Hetty would do or say, and we couldn't be more in agreement. Watching these people make their own decisions after learning so much about life from her is fascinating. Daniela Rua also mentioned that Hetty had never met Rosa and declined to serve as a reference for the two of them as they considered adopting a child. Being parents has taken a long time for Derek and Kensi because they encountered numerous difficulties when attempting to adopt and, prior to that, conceive. Although they appear to be excellent parents, we are curious about how they will make daily decisions in the absence of their beloved mentor. That's a wrap. Let us know in the comments what you think of Kensi Blye's absence from NCIS. Hit like, press that bell icon for updates, and click that subscribe button because we will be back with another video. Bye!